entrepreneur, trendsetter, change maker, game changer, visionary, institution builder, and a great philanthropist, and our great community. He's a great friend to our community. Anybody who's an inspirational leader, we get an inspiration from them, especially when they're coming from India. We always say that, oh, they're from India. If it's an Andhra Pradesh, Telugu speaking, oh, they are Telugu speaking. You can get connected more. You get well connected if you say, oh, he's from our community and he's a Vasavi Mata Mudubida and he's a great visionary and leader. Give him a good big round of applause. I would like to give you a few words. He's a trendsetter. As I said, he's inspired the Indian companies in thinking big and build the world-class infrastructure projects under the leadership of GMR Group and created a many first up for the group and for the first of industry and first for the country. The group developed India's first greenfield airport under the PPP model at Hyderabad. Most of you guys have visited already. And also the India's first and largest brownfield international airport at Delhi. Both of them ranks among the best airports in the world. He started as a humble beginning, just like you and me, as a normal jute mill trader, and he became an industrialist. From there, he became a banker, and he became the conglomerate of the infrastructure building company that all over the world. Apart from the thing, he's a visionary and institution builder, whose vision is to make GMR Group an institution in perpetuity. Firmly believes that family governance is the first step towards it. He believes that corporate governance and family governance are interlinked blocks, completing the cycle of the institution building. We had an opportunity to interact with the GMR Garu in Washington. He spent 4 hours and he given a great lecture. We were asking a lot of questions. How is he able to balance the work life and the institution life? He told us like, big companies, but a lot of the bigger companies that we have in India, there are almost 600 to 700 family-oriented companies are there. Most of them are company fails, not because of the fault in the business plan. When the succession happens from the father to parent to child, there is no proper succession plan. That's why he himself built a family constitution, everybody knows that, and he also found an institution called as a Parampara. If you go and look at it, that is the first institute in India. It would teach you how to do the family constitution and to transfer your assets and intellectual knowledge from one generation to another generation. Without anything further, I would like to come onto the stage, introduce Grande Mallikarjuna. Give me a big round of applause, please.
Half a second. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett has given a lot of money to the society. In India, Ajit Premji and GMR has given a lot of. He has given his own personal property to the society. Yeah.
Personally, I visited him, Raja, and I saw the great institution there, engineering college, and the Naiveli Rural Development Plan. And they have a care hospitals for the poor people and all over India. And most recently I met him in the Bangalore. They're doing a skill development project all over India and along with the Andhra Pradesh government. I think he contributed his personal wealth to the GMR Foundation. I have an entire vision and mission of his copy in my thing. He's a true inspirator. I'm humble and honored to introduce him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anil, and others with your good words. And I think it's a great initiative. This I came late. I watched it too. It's a great initiative for this type of business summit. I think our DNA itself is business is there. Our Vaishya business is DNA itself is there. And he says that it is all small business. But I have to say that anything is start with a small one. And unless I have to tell you, 40 years back, when I started a small, first I started rice mill, jute mill, and a small jute mill I started. Before that, I used to work for the paper mill. This, but journey starts like that only. Anybody starts journey like that only. But what you want me talk for this? Any?
Sir, I have one question, sir. Most of the times we talk about the success and success and success. Today we wanted to be a little different and ask you, how did you encounter the failures? Because most of the time we talk about the success. So if there is a failure, a lot of people lose the hope in the business. So how do we interact and face that challenge?
He's asking about risk management.
Yeah.
How do you overcome with that?
I got his point there. I think last 4 decades, I don't have a continuously success. Lot of failures I have. So much of failures is there. The failures I take that it is a stepping stone for the growth. And without failure, if you expect that all the time success is wrong. And what they say, if every time you're if you don't have a challenges, the day you have a challenges, something is wrong in the business. The problems must be had in the business. That is a right signal for the growth of that business. They say challenges is a gift, the problems are a gift. And failure is giving a lot of teachings this. That some message is giving. In my journey, a lot of failures are there. When I started, my journey started before the economic liberalization. That is a productive environment. And I started in 1974. First I started an oil mill, after that jute mill. So many businesses I started. Every business is a new to me. It's like a blue ocean. And also I learned from that. And I went to deep down in the business, understand that. And I have not stayed back that. Then again I moved to helicopter this, I delegated, I moved to other business. Like that before economic liberalization, I almost started 28 business. You name it, and I am in the business. From trading of timber and oil mill, rice mill, sugar factories, beer manufacturing. One of the best beer factory I built in near Vizag. And yeast manufacturing, cotton earbuds, an IT company along with Panish Murthy, Infosys. That is the only business I'm not able to understand. But I sold with a good profit, I sold to iGate. The iGate, what is there with all the properties, everything I built. This I sold to iGate. That Sindhi people is after me, that along with Panish Murthy I sold to iGate. And like that we made a journey. So much of challenges has come. The business will have challenges. Without challenges, we won't do this. The journey, what 40 years, if you see that productive environment too, we moved to the economic liberalization. After the economic liberalization, globalization, the interdependence is moved. Then we are living in a different world, VUCA world. That is a American military, they call it the VUCA world, volatile, uncertainty, ambiguity. These 4 things which moved. Now, today we are in such a world we are living, we don't know tomorrow morning what is going to happen. It's very difficult to expect that. In these 4 type of journeys and this, only thing is we have to adapt to change, embrace the change. Change is happening, immediately we have to accept that and move forward. What Jacques says that, whatever faster happening in the outside, faster than you have to change within himself and also in the organization. If you're not able to change yourself, suppose technology is there, something is there, you have to adapt and move it into, I have to learn myself something, and also I would see that it has to be, the organization also has to come. Today, when I started my days, everything I have to do myself. When I started first industry, I have to buy from jute from the farmers, I have to sell my jute goods to my traders, and also morning, even the trucks also I have to negotiate with the brokers, and morning I have to give a for even salary, leaves, everything A to Z. But while moving that, I would delegate it, change, use that as a after reaching to particular business, then we brought maybe after the economic regulation, after 3 or 4 years, we brought McKinsey. Then we put in the GEM model, GMR emerging model. Then they designed to hold my office, what to delegate, or how to my office will be there, what review to do. There's so many things we did. Then they brought, we have to started asking us to focus on the process, technology, people, governance, and 4 sectors we start moving. What I want to say is, what are happening is, one is business is, one problem is, and the business is scaling up is the biggest problem. 4 or 5 business will do. After 6, 7 businesses, the same, this one is difficult to that. We have to make that in a different model, this, and the scaling up is the biggest problem, this. One of the is embrace the change, adapt the change, that is a very important aspect of this. Second is, if you want a growth, you have to come out from the comfort zone. And if you are living in for the comfort where we are, don't expect a growth. Growth, it cannot come in comfort zone. This you have to feel difficult this one. Because I am happy in my village, I am used to this. Somehow that entrepreneurship, most of the people have seen in the entrepreneurship, that zeal is there. I have to do something. The entrepreneurship do with some business. మా అమ్మగారు ఎందుకు రాళ్ళు కష్టపడిపోతున్నావు, రాత్రి పోయి దిగుతున్నావు నువ్వు, హాయిగా ఇక్కడ జూట్ మిల్ ఉంది, నేను పెట్టావు, హాయిగా ఉండొచ్చు కదా అని అనేది. But he knows that he used to come to Razam, Sannyasa used to come, that time is Lord Chikla. But some of that zeal is there. Now too, then I move forward with this one. That time it's a very difficult business environment before the license was time to build that. Then while doing that, the fundamental thing is for success is our attitude. Attitude is very important for this, because whatever the business we choose, in the business, a lot of people, suppose you take India, the government approval, so many things will be there. If you choose in here, you have to competition, so many things is there. We cannot complaining that. We cannot complaining that, we have to do positive attitude. This is the platform I chosen. There is no complaining. I have to work on this. Positive attitude is without complaining the environment, without complaining the competition, without complaining of this, we have to go for the positive. This is I chosen. I want to come out. That attitude, positive attitude has to come. Otherwise, it's very difficult if you sit in the complaining, this license is there, this infrastructure is there, like this, corruption is there, like this. No, I have chosen that platform. Now, how to come up with this one. The attitude is very important for this. And ultimately, I think that you have to believe yourself. Self-belief is very important to this. You take anybody's success in the life, that nobody's they're not very, you take a business, you take Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma is like a pharmacy guy. He's a good friend of me, Dilip Sanghvi. And we had a McKinsey organization conference, myself, himself, Kamath. We had 3 days we spent. And he's a small pharmacy in Kolkata, pharma, medical shop. Now he became the biggest to this one. Take it anybody, in Indian Dhirubhai or anybody, started in a small way. Like this today, all the people, this all beginning is small, this one is there. You take even Alibaba, Jack Ma, and what is there? He can't speak English. His father is small farmer. To know the English, he used to go for cycle and work in McDonald's and I think KF, this one used to go there, this. The main is he believe himself. Any success people is the self-belief. Nobody can support you. Nobody is a godfather. For anybody success people, there is no godfather. You say Bill Gates, Microsoft, Bill Gates, or this one, even a political side. Either who is a tea seller is a prime minister. Who is a school paper seller is our president, Mr. Abdul Kalam. They're all self-belief. Believe yourself. We have to write our journey. Nobody can write our journey this. No government, no godfather, nothing. Father, mother, nobody this. We have to write our journey this. You have to believe in yourself. Yes, I can do it. And unless if you not believe yourself, Vivekananda says, those who are not believe in themselves is atheist. Yes, that is a fundamental thing for success people. Those who are back, you've seen that all are backward backward benches of this. You've seen that number of people. You take history, the thousands of examples are there. There's no, for them, no godfather. For me also no godfather. We very small. He knows that Mr. Nagaraj, he knows that from State Bank this. We are small. My father is a small trader. మన ఎస్ఐని చూస్తే భయపడిపోయారు. అది మన విలేజ్లోనే వైశాఖ ఉంటే అది దట్ ఈస్ ద ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఐ గ్రోన్ అప్ దిస్ 5,000 population village, very small. My father is Jew trader in this. But if you ask me that self, I don't know this. But by mood, the learning at every stage, we are learning this. And ultimately, this we have to build a value humility. The humility is not there. Then that is a fundamentally you have to build the value of this. Normally, when you make one or two success, then it will go to our mind, and success is the double-edged sword. Complacency develops, ego develops, the relationship spoils, and the other thing is main is listening capacity will come down. Arrogance. Because sometimes you will say that it's not that this. When I'm there, it's not CEO, somebody has to. Even down the people says it's a good suggestion. The listening capacity, if is there, that this will have a success. This there is a humility is required. This I think that is a fundamental. If you build that value, the humility value, that is the relationship builds, and also what we did when I did all the business, 28 business. Suddenly we entered into unexpectedly entered into infrastructure. When I started a brewery factory that went to public issue, I raised money and everything. And those days, getting a finance for the license, just the edge of that. Getting a finance, it's very difficult for it's a negative list for a brewery. It's because the alcoholic this. But I want to build up this. I got a license in my district, in Chicago backward district, and I raised the money. And just before the public issue, I raised the money. And then government changed in the new government has come, N.T. Ramarao. The first day in the private, the provision, there is no alcohol culture. Then I paid the money, what to do this. Some of the friends, those who are working in that, I brought them some in the industry, they're all working there, everybody is disappointed in this. Completely 18 crores, then almost 6 months, 8 months, that is huge, big money. My dream is, I have to start a good brewery near Visakhapatnam. I have to move to Visakhapatnam from a village. That is my dream. But completely disappointed with this 1 year. But that 1 year is a demotivation happened. But that pushed me, that is at that time economic liberalization has come. Then the Chennai, Tamil Nadu government called for the power plant, independent power plant, the liberalization happened in the energy sector. They called for the new power plant. Then my friend says that we will build up 200 megawatt. I said, 30 crores of breweries itself is my dream. How can we talk about 800 crores? No, we can do it. Then with that 800 crores, he said number of American companies in the queue and they will give a premium, they will come with us. That pushed me to infrastructure first Tamil Nadu 20 years back. We started the 200 megawatts in Basin Beach. Still there is a 200 megawatts. Like that we entered into the power, after that roads and airports, this one. What I want to say is something we move, some stuck will come. You put all our efforts, but there must be some stuck is there. But there may be message for you to go for the, in my life 2 things happened. This is the one thing happened, this. Completely 1 year disappointment. If that is not happened, if a beer factory is installed, I may not move to the infrastructure, I may not come to the airports, I may not be here also. But 1 year is a very, this one instant happened. What I want to say is this for start up the companies, you do your, put the best efforts. Don't wait for the result. And we don't know what is the destiny is written on this. As long as you keep yourself believe, yes, I did myself best, I did it. But don't wait for the result. The same thing is telling in the Bhagavad Gita also. But don't wait, put it all our efforts. If it's not happening, we don't know destiny has happened. It has happened like this. Before that, one more incident happened. After my engineering, after I did my engineering in Andhra University, my dream is to stay in Vizag, have a Vizag, have a 5 feet car. That is it. My dream that those days. Then I applied for the AP Scooter Agency. There is a Lambretta type of scooter agency. AP Scooter call for the what is that? The dealership. That time scooters is very demand. I applied for the Vizag and I tried all my best, but I couldn't get. I completely disappointed 1 year. That made me to go to my family business. My father is divided. Before that, they all 4 brothers divided. Asked him to go for job. But again, I tried for this scooter agency. Then so much of this. Then I moved to my village. Then worked my brothers and this. I think if it's not happened that, if I got a scooter agency, I may be in Vizag big automobile shop. Maybe get 3 or 4 agency of Toyota something agency of this. But these are the instances happens this. You put a best efforts. Then if it's not happening, we don't know what is going to happen this. I think for success, ingredients of success is all the never expect all the time success. That is the wrong thing. Failures will be there. Failure is a stepping stone for growth. Challenges are part of the business, a part of the life. And in Chinese language, and challenges and opportunities, same meaning. When challenge is there is opportunities there in that. You have to see that something an opportunity is there. You have to see that in the challenges, opportunities there. That is a way you have to look forward, move forward in the businesses, and ultimately you require work-life balance. It's not only a professional career or the business or it's not earning money and this stuff. We require work-life balance. Most of the people knows that what is a work-life balance. It's not only we have a family, we have a society, we have to, first of all, ourselves. If something happens, I have to do myself. Nobody will come and take care of ourselves. Our health, our work-life balance will make ourselves very, very, very important to this. People normally believe that up to 40 years, they spend a lot of to spend their all energy to career, make the money. After 40 years, they want to spend the money, they want to purchase the health. It's impossible. And the work-life balance is there. You have to spend yourself some time this. Work-life balance is not there. It's very difficult to have a success. Up to a particular stage, it will be, will go down this. The family is very important. Society is very important. Which whatever we do, we go back to society. That is a fundamental this. The how it helps, that divine force will help you with this. I believe in that. But we are all here because of the society this. You have to give back to society this. I think work-life balance is very important, I feel. Any questions I can bring them.
When you recently elected as a member of the Reserve Bank of India, what would be the responsibility of the board members? Do they have a meet every year? How do they guide them? You're Central Bank of India.
No, Central Bank is, we are in a Central Bank main board, where along with me, another 12 members will be there. Myself, ITC Deveshwar, Vipro Premji, and Kumar Birla, 4 different industries. Kumar is resigned because of the applied bank license. Premji term is over. And myself, Devesh will continue this. Some of the economists are there. Every week there is a committee is there. And yearly we have 6 boards is there. And also, every week we give the, how is the whole balance sheet. How is the global economy moving, how is our treasury, what are the liquidity position of the country, and what is our reserves. The whole scenario they will give, what is inflation, how to control the inflation, what are the initiatives to do. The big is a economist, lot of things, lot of learning will be there. I think today India is very, very good position in this. Today, the blessing in the oil area. Today almost we are huge, I cannot exactly how many $1 billion of savings there. Inflation is coming down and they are worrying that to go into deflation. And the government asking to reduce the interest rate cut. And the governor is very respected governor and is very highly intellectual person. He says that still 3 times rate cut is given, but still waiting for that. He expects that something Fed rate increases, something happens to this. And it is a different scenario this, because China nobody is expected that China will do like that. China, the devaluation is overnight it happened. The whole world market is come down. Then after that again the rate cut happened. Again market increased. It is a different way of doing. Tomorrow morning what happened we don't know this. But we are very comfortable on this. Today we are all working to give a highest rating for our central bank, AAA rating, AAA plus. We got a very good results and also very internal gold results we have. And it is as a today's situation is very good. Fiscal deficit, the expenditure level has come down now. In government is very tightening the fiscal deficit. Some of the initial government has to do very quickly existing the infrastructure, steel, cement companies, they have some challenges are there, and the reforms, second reform stage has to come quickly. That is not happening. What the expectation of the industry is very high, but the same speed is not happening on this. But situation is very good situation, and monsoon, very small, what expected is monsoon is very good monsoon. And again, we are expecting in September, again the Reserve Bank, what they will do, we'll see. Because we don't have any role in the interest rate cut. There is 7 members are there. From the board, there are 2 members there in the committee, the 7 members. But governor has got a veto right. Even the 7 members has given him, asked him to rate cut, but governor has got a veto rate cut. That's why there's a lot of formulas are there. I'm not able to understand this economist, so much of formula how to rate this. His phenomenon is rare because he's very highly respected, they say. I was told that 32 central bank governors are watching him, and they say the Shishyas or is very highly respected in the world. That is the idea.
Sir, can you expect a GMR airport in USA, either greenfield or brownfield?
Greenfield?
Or brownfield in USA. Can you expect any GMR airport in USA, either greenfield or brownfield?
No, any airports are coming, we are interested to take but no airports has come. I think near New York, Gaurav?
Newark.
Huh?
Newark.
Newark has come, what happened? What is that?
It's still not come out.
It's not come for bidding Newark this. And we developed a competence last 15 years. We can design, build, operate. Operate means not only for airside, duty free shop, F&B, ground handling, advertisement, everything A to Z. Last 15 years we developed. And recently we got a Philippines Cebu airport. They built, operate for 25 years this. If any airport is there, we'll have to this. Definitely, I think the time will come. It is not the government job. Today, most of the airports in the USA, the local city and federal government or state government partnership they are running now. And it's not required to this. I think the day will come definitely. The Asian side starting the privatization now. And I think Vietnam, Philippines now it is come. Next year another 5 airports are coming. Maybe in the next decade we expect that definitely it will be privatized.
Sir,
One
sir,
question.
question. You mentioned that you were taking care of all the details in the jute business when you were in the family business, and I find a very similar thing happening. Entrepreneurs get stuck in the details and they're not able to kind of grow their company beyond the startup environment. Can you give us some words of wisdom on how to scale up from small business to becoming a visionary or making the business large?
When any new business starts, the entrepreneur must understand the details. He has to go down, deep down, but don't stay. You have to move forward. One is the fundamental is trust, delegate. Trust and delegate, but don't stop, again review. If you're not delegating and trust, and if you're not reviewing this, and review and also governance check, that's whatever the system you keep that audit. The four things, delegate, trust first is, delegate, review and this. But once the business is a little matured business, then it must be a clear-cut empowerment is required. Unless empowerment is not required. Normally, the scaling business for particular entrepreneurs, as you write, we stick to our own this one. That is a very this. You have to say, yes, I have delegated, move forward. Why should we this? It's a difficult job. It's very difficult to delegate, move away from this. I found very difficult. I used to have my jute mill, my partner, one of my partner Marwadi is there. We both decided to delegate sales and procurement raw materials. But the parties, those who are already parties, they want to talk to the owners. They will get a discount on this. I used to avoid. I delegated this one. My partner, they used to talk to him and get a discount. Then with the marketing officer, I quoted some price and our partner is getting a discount. Then tomorrow they won't talk to me. They will talk to. Then I sit with my partner. I explain. This is important. This we give a margin. Yes, this is the 120 rupees. Give it this. Delegate him. When you call him, please kindly talk to him. And you tell him, they say, Margaret, no, sir, I don't want to talk to him, I want to talk to him. These are all things they say. No, that you have to take tough stand. I'm just giving an example of this. Even a delegation, a small business, the delegation is very. When you move to the big business, now today, that problem is not. We got a clear-cut balance scorecard, top level to balance scorecard, this one. And the goals are there. Delegation of powers are very clear. Cut, this one is there. And even nobody approached me, nobody talked. We got a lot of clear-cut job roles, delegation power, balance scorecard, and review mechanism is there. But in the small business to scale up to this, another problem is scale up 4 or 5 business. If you do it, you have to scale up is the biggest challenge on this. It required a proper organized structure. And the organized structure, what they say, I don't know how many people they know, Dr. Adias is very famous guy in USA, Dr. Adias. He had a lot of books he's written, life cycles of the corporates. We had a 2 days workshop last month or 2 months back, we had Dr. Adias. He's a very excellent guy, life cycles of the corporates. And he says scaling up is the biggest problem. Number of industries went to down. He said, never write your organized structure yourself. You give it outside. Somebody maybe outside only write the organized structure. Excellent 2 days workshop, we went there 2 months back. It's excellent life cycle this. He said, never expect like that. And every stage, he has given a lot of number of companies, at what stage is coming down. If you have this one, read this book, Dr. Adias, ADIJTH, Life Cycle of the Corporates. A beautiful, this is an old guy, but very active, this a Jewish guy. And it's not only for this. Babu, give the spelling, Adias.
ADIZES. ADIZES. It's based out of, I think, California. ADIZES.
Fiji Water is a big example. It started with $10 million, the Fiji Water. It went to this. Lot of, even is some of the countries also is advising this. The same principle for not only corporate, same principle for countries also, they say. They say don't expect all the time this, move and consolidate, again move. For each stage for this, for maybe a very, because it is equivalent to my journey of this.
So you answered
couple of questions already. Yeah, I think this would be, we'll take one question and then one more question and that's it. So, I want to respect the time of everybody, so please.
So, thank you for your answering the question which I was proposed already. Most of the startups are failing in the 1 to 3 year time frame. In this 1 to 3 years, is there any key pointers or key indicators which you want us to have a look or keep a check every time so that we make sure that we pass the 3 year mark and make sure it is successful?
I don't know the question.
Startups, most of them 1 to 3
Startup.
they're failing, and that is the census correct, sir. The 3 years low, is there any specific pointers or key performance indicators which we have to keep a track of so that we don't fail and we go towards success? Any pointers which you can provide to us?
My point is continuous perseverance. Don't give up. Don't give up. Initially, for startup companies for 3 years, it is a completely eyeball. Each point you must be tracked. 3 years means there is it's nothing but is a like child. A born child, how mother gives a 3 years this night and day. She don't have sleep. And mother will grow up the child. The same principle we apply for this. Nothing but this one. Unless that type of care if you're not giving like child born, you will give it this. Never, see the mother, she never this. ఎక్కడ విసుగుపడదు ఆవిడ. నేను సేవ చేస్తున్నాను ఇది అవ్వదు ఆవిడ. లేకపోతే ఎనీ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ కూడా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయదు. Unconditionally love that she will grow up ఇది. The same principle you would use for the startup companies. You would give that and disappoint and don't expect anything. Profit vastadi, chestadi, nothing expect that. How mother brings the child, the same thing. Never give up. Never give up. Problem comes, failure, something, problem comes, something, any message is there, what message? You do mistake. Without mistake, then nothing will happen in this. Without mistake, we cannot grow up. If you do mistake, what is the message in that mistake? See that not to repeat the mistake in that journey. That is the only thing, mistake will say, the mistake, what is the message? You have to see that message, what is the message? Maybe what about journey, we went to arrogance, we raised a lot of billions of dollars, and I acquired a big company, Intelligent, Boston Power Company, for $1.2 billion. Immediately after 2 years I sold, luckily I sold. But for particular startup companies, it's required like a child. That is only principle of this. I don't know whether I answered your question.
Sir, how do you deal with as such a big industrialist, how do you deal with the corruption in India? If somebody wants to change, how can they do it?
Sir, the corruption, that is a wrong principle, this one. The corruption, if you expect out of way something has to come, then you have to pay the corruption. I'll give you an example. I'm a South Indian. Running in a Delhi airport is an impossible thing because there's a different culture of this. Mr. Devrao son is there, sitting there, he knows about the Delhi. But Delhi airport is a brownfield, 3,000 employees are there. I got in a bidding, open bidding, transfer bidding, all the big boys I got in this. And they say it's very difficult this one, all dadagiri, so many things are there. But I won this, there is no corruption because once your intention is good now, you yourself must have a governance. There is a lot of 2,000 concessionaires there. Car parking fellow used to have a helicopter, my car park. I have to remove him and call a global tender because my partners, Frankfurt Airport, Malaysian Airport, myself, a local airport that. I have to give a highest governance. When I called for bidding, you can also participate, but you have to match by this. And you kept the pressure with politicians, bureaucracy, this. I went there and explained to them. As long as you are sincere, this one. But corruption down the level is not very, now after Modi comes, that is gone now. In Delhi is not there. Recently, almost 15, 16 people they are arrested and this, nothing is there. Very transparent way it is happening now. That is not the big thing for this. You mean that corruption is not here? It's the highest level is there. That is not the situation.
Sir, one question. So, starting a business from scratch and making a business a multi-billion-dollar success is a stupendous success. I really want to congratulate, and you are a role model to us and all of us also. My question is, if I start a company and my growth is 10-fold, 20-fold, the biggest challenge that we would face is the capital investment. And I cannot put collateral, but my growth is stupendous. So with your multi-billion success rate, you must also have faced that challenge. Otherwise, your business will collapse in no time. You would drown into the water. So what type of tips or advices that you would give if my success rate is 10-fold, 20-fold? How do I manage the capital? At the same time, I sustainably or maintain my business, take it to like a visionary like you. So in 10-20 years, I can make a $2-3 billion business. If your advisors are grateful, if you can give those tips.
How business is important, the finance also is very important. You must visualize what is the next 5 years or next 3 years based on the business. You have to see that your working capital, what is the requirement of working capital, how much, there are so many parameters there, working capitals are there, working capital term loans are there, venture capital people are there. If a business model is good, the funds is not a big problem. There is a queue of people are there, the business one. But you have to focus how much important you are focusing on the business and marketing. More than that, you have to focus on the finance. It's like a wife and husband. This, you have to focus on the finance, and before the business grows, your finance has to catch up this. And also, one is, unless that is not matching, this is very difficult to this. There is a number of people are there. You have to see that how to source this. There is a number of investors relation, those who invested, give a communication to them, how they are doing that, what is your requirement. If you go and talk to the bankers or fund managers, it's very difficult, easy to raise that, particularly for the USA, very easy. In India, it's very difficult now. For India also now, for startup companies in Bangalore becoming a very hub. So the second is Hyderabad. If it's a good business model, is the number of people are paying now. They are giving this. If it's a business is going, you are not able to match how that one company, $100 million revenue. Somebody showed me now, you sold $1.1 billion. You have multiplied this one, sell off, take the money, move forward. Portfolio management. The second model, most of the companies in USA is a portfolio management. They have developed the business, so they take that, move forward. I moved like that. 28 business I started. All the business I sold. So most of the business sold, raise the money, move forward into the business. We are also doing the same way. Now Istanbul airport we sold. Singapore power plant I sold. Then moving to other business. This next model is portfolio management. Thank you, Andy.
GMR is famous for risk management. You should not be attached with any property. If you feel that this company is yours, and if you like to keep the company for long, you can't be a successful person. He has touched about many things. He's an expert in risk management. That's all.
You cannot attach with it.
Thank you so much, and we really learned a lot. Most of the sessions, and we started out with this session saying that knowledge and learning is the most important, and we never stop learning. So with your speech, we really excited, and we learned a lot. Thank you so much.